Well, we were talking about family. And
Mhm.
for me, and then I want to know what you feel or what you think or what is your opinion or your feeling about this. That the most important thing is to do what you feel, to follow your heart, and to do what is good for you or what you want to do at the time you want to do it. Because you know that um, it's kind of um, sad or problems arise when you have regrets and you say, oh, I should have done this and I didn't do it. Because not because you didn't have the opportunity, but because you didn't dare to do it, or and that's why, well, then we see many people that are old and they wish to be young because they think that they could have done many things and they didn't do it.
Mm.
What do you think about this, or what do you feel?
I think
I, Anaí, adelante, adelante, adelante.
I think we need to be correct
Yes,
with
align or coherent in English.
coherent
Yes,
with we feel always
yes.
we
Our feeling, our
yeah,
heart.
because the mind and the people and the family maybe say many things, but
Yes,
uh, we we only feel satisfied when you do what we feel
yes. Satisfied or fulfilled.
fulfilled.
Is
Yeah,
yes. To be fulfilled is to is I love this word, porque to be fulfilled, eh, it it is a word that means in Spanish it's more similar to the feeling of being sentir
plenitud.
una que exacto.
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo no escuché?
To feel complete, no?
Ah, pero
Yes, to be fulfilled, to feel complete.
Even
Yes,
when we because we can do it wrong, but
yes,
it was that we need to do
yes.
for learn something.
To learn something. Yes,
Yeah.
¿qué
yes.
vendría a ser en castellano to be fulfilled?
Tener esa sensación de plenitud, de que
Completud.
uno,
Ajá.
exacto, de que uno hace lo que tiene que hacer y por eso se siente en paz y se siente que independientemente de que salga bien o mal, o de que, yes, sometimes things don't turn out well, but it is because there is something, there is always a lesson. And you have to, we are here to learn sometimes. And yes, sometimes we have to learn from our mistakes or for a difficult situation,
Yeah.
or there is always a reason for this. And uh, um, I in the previous class, I had another class today. Before this, I don't know if you. I teach another workshop that is about sport and travel and music, and we talked about the World Cup. And we have some discussion questions and reflection questions today about the World Cup and the final and everything. And one of the questions was, I remember this because it was, do you think that sometimes um, a defeat or a failure is more valuable than uh, success or to succeed? And yes, one of the students say yes, because sometimes you learn from failure. So it's valuable. It's as valuable or is sometimes more valuable than success, failure or to fail. Uh, in some cases or in some situations, everything happens for a reason. And Bibi, what you feel?
For me, in my life, always I imagine what mother and
You imagine
uh,
yourself, you can say, I imagine myself as a mother.
at the
Since I
mother.
was a,
Always.
yeah.
I only thought how many children I will have. How many children I will have? One, two, three.
You
I
were like
imagine.
Susanita.
Exactly. Exactly. Susanita. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because you are son in Cancer.
Exactly.
Me
Ah,
Cáncer.
too.
Exacto. Muy de cáncer, muy cáncer. Uf, tremenda. Así que I was mother and 25 years. I had my first
mhm.
son, 25. And
Yes.
now I am 64 and I had one grandson. Um,
You're a
mm,
young grandmother.
Exactly. He thanks because I I was feared that was I all woman digamos tener un nieto ya muy grande pensaba yo
I
no.
was afraid, you can say,
I
to
was
be
afraid.
a late or an old grandmother.
Claro, entonces dice, no me lo voy a poder alzar, me va a doler la cintura.
Yes, that
Ay,
is a very
pensaba en
common
eso.
fear. Yes, yes,
O sea, siempre preocupada por a ver cuándo vienen los nietos.
yes.
Nada más.
And life has answered you. The universe had
Ah,
given you
yes.
a grandson. You can say, I was afraid of being late
An old grandmother.
or yes, or
I was
old,
afraid of being
yes,
late.
grandmother.
Older, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And yes, all is perfect. But
Mm.
as we are, this is the miracle, or the
Mm.
mystery, as I always said, that we are all come from the same source and we have the same essence, but every each of us is unique. So we can compare. We are not here to be compared to one another. Your life is unique. Your way of living
Mm.
it, your way you manifest what you are
Uh-huh.
is
Yes.
unique. So
Yes.
that's why you have to follow your heart. Your heart is your best teacher. Is the only, is the one, is the wisest, is the
The wise.
wisest
Ajá.
teacher.
Wisest. Ajá.
Yes, that's
Wisest.
why you remember. Well, the ones who were present at last Friday class that we read the text of Mushi. That's the title is "Live in Your Heart,"
Yes.
and
Live your-
the first phrase or the first sentence goes like this. He says, live in your heart rather than in your head. It means that all your life has to be driven by your heart, not by your head. Your head
Mhm.
or your mind is an instrument
Yeah.
of your heart. He's very
Mhm.
poetic and he says, your you have to, your head or your mind has to recover his natural place, and the natural place of the mind is to be seated in your heart.
Mhm.
Again. And he says, the mind also wants this. But all our problems are our suffering comes from this wrong place that the mind has in our lives.
Mhm.
That, and that's why he says the mind has to be your servant, not your master, but servant in the sense that it is at your service. It is an instrument. It is not the one that rules your life or that controls your life. And what
Even because
about,
your mind is filled with aliens' ideas.
yes, ideas, thoughts,
Yeah.
conditioning
Yeah.
sometimes that are
Sometimes,
not,
mm,
yes, Juan?
I don't know. I think that hearing what do you say, the sometimes the mind, we want to silence our mind and hear our heart, uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when that success, uh, we in both of case, if I I don't hear our heart, or when we don't do, want to hear our mind, we are in a place who is where are I? I'm not in my mind. I'm not in my heart. Whoa, it's where am I? Uh, and immediately we go in one of the place. The place most in most entrenada is our mind. our our
Yeah.
home is our mind, no? To
But what does Muji says? Your heart is
it's
your home. And
yes.
why you are saying something that is very interesting. And for instance, Muji says of this feeling of that when we are in this place that is not a place, and this happens when we meditate sometimes, where we can detach or take our attention away from our thoughts, and we begin to experience the silence, the the peace, and a kind of space that, and when we realize that we are much greater than our body, than everything, sometimes a kind of fear arises. And it was, what is this fear? That is reflected on your question when you start to ask, who am I? Sometimes. And Mushi says, yes, what is happening is that we are so identified with the matter, with the body, with the physical things, that when we have this feeling or this experience, maybe in some cases, or we can be, he calls it, you are afraid of being nothing.
I think not, because when I can realize that I am not the body, I am not the emotions, I am not the thinking, I can perceive it, the observer. It's
Yes,
subtle. It's
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 subtle.
it's
and
subtle.
and in my case also, because this fear comes from the mind,
Yeah,
not from what your true self.
yeah.
If you don't pay attention to it, what you begin to experience is completely different.
Yeah.
Is
The
you
theory of
feel,
the ego.
yes, yes, that he doesn't want to die, because
He doesn't want to die. Yeah.
this nothing is not that you are nothing, is the dissolution of the ego. Entonces, el que no quiere morir o el que no quiere desaparecer, the one who doesn't want to disappear is the ego. It is not you. But what
Because
happens?
because he really is nothing.
Yes, but this nothingness, that's is all at the same time. Is the whole, because this nothingness is no ego. This nothingness is consciousness.
Yeah.
So they are two sides of the same coin. Uh, and that's why I love this beautiful phrase that is in one of the books of Mooji, that is called Writing on Water, the book. In another class, I, I say this, and I realize that there is a long time since we haven't read any text or from or any parts of the one book of Mooji or of Rupert Spira and others. And he says, when you discover the fullness of emptiness, you need nothing more. It's like, and what is this fullness of emptiness? You discover the fullness of emptiness. It seems to be something contradictory, opposite. The fullness of emptiness. You need nothing more or no more, nothing more, I think that he said.
You
Why?
discovered Tao.
Because this emptiness or this nothingness that we experience is not, vieron que no es, ¿por qué mucha gente tiene miedo de eso? Porque lo asocian con la mente en blanco. ¿Vieron? Entonces, ¿por qué? Because if you, or in English we say going blank. It is not the same because we are so attached or engaged or identified with thought that the ego needs this, that he feels that if we don't think, we don't exist. But what happens when we don't think or when we are not paying attention to the thoughts? We can feel what we are, what we really are. This spaciousness, this freedom that we experience, this silence, this peace, is what we are. And it is not empty, it's full. That's why he says the fullness of emptiness. Is full of what? Is full of the grace of God. And this is our essence. Do you understand? Él
Sí,
por eso dice,
a
ese
ver.
vacío no es un vacío cuando nosotros no pensamos. Mucha gente le agarra un terror impresionante porque piensa que si deja de pensar, va a dejar de existir, porque está
Ujú.
totalmente identificada con sus pensamientos, como que se define por... ¿Y qué pasa cuando dejamos de pensar o cuando corremos la atención y podemos empezar a experimentar eso maravilloso que experimentamos cuando meditamos, digamos? Que esa liviandad, esa espaciosidad, esa sensación de libertad que tiene el alma, porque es la naturaleza del alma, is the nature of the soul, to be free. ¿Mm? And the soul, vieron que los maestros dicen mucho eso, que el cuerpo, en realidad nosotros que estamos tan apegados al cuerpo, el cuerpo es una prisión para el alma, porque el alma es libre. And it has no form. Aunque, y cuando el alma encarna, it feels trapped, caught in the body. And this is what we can experience when we meditate. That we can experience our true nature, that is not physical. Y por eso cuando los maestros hablan de vacío, emptiness, this emptiness no es un vacío de que no hay nada ahí. El vacío es que no hay, there is no personal self, there is no ego. So you can experience what you really are. Ese vacío en realidad está lleno de ¿qué? De eso que no podemos dejar de ser. That they, of this that we have already always and ever been, and what will always be. Está, o sea, empezamos a experimentar, podemos experimentar lo que somos en realidad, eso que siempre fuimos y siempre vamos a ser. Y entonces por eso ese vacío no es un vacío de que no hay nada ahí, es un vacío que está lleno. Por eso él dice, when you discover the fullness of emptiness, you need nothing more. ¿Por qué no necesitas nada más? Porque ya descubriste quién sos. Ya podés experimentar que, ¿y por qué no necesitas nada más? Because what do you discover? That you are complete, that you will never die, that you are perfect, that you are pure, that you are free. What more do you need? Nothing.
Ahora, yo voy a decir en castellano,
¿Sí?
digo, eh, asociado con todo lo que hablamos de la familia, ¿no? Uno
Ujú.
pensando que puede ir a ese lugar donde es todo y no hay nada más y es lo ideal, bueno, luego tiene que volver a relacionarse, digamos, a vivir de vuelta con la familia. Por ahí todo es nuevo, todo se ve distinto, capaz que uno descubre cosas.
Yes.
Y nada, eso, que todo es un yin y un yang, ¿no? Hay siempre una cosa, o sea, todo lo que soy, toda la construcción que soy, que el 100% es con la mente, cuando la apago
Mm.
para ser también,
Yes.
bueno, nada, está ahí, es como que todo lo que soy no lo dejo de ser, porque después vuelvo.
No.
Es un yin y después vuelvo a no ser o a encontrarme digamos, esa esencia más primitiva y más básica de mi ser en esa dimensión, que es la dimensión del sentir, eh, del sentirse, porque, digamos, somos 100% todo, 100% mente, somos
Yes.
100% cuerpo, 100% alma, somos 100% todo, ¿no? Cuando somos una cosa no dejamos de ser la otra.
No, you are both. Em, Después un día de estos vamos a ver. Yes, you can talk,
I have a
Niku, if you want.
suggestion that
Yes,
even when it's hard, we need to speak in English.
yes, yes, yes,
We get enthusiastic and we want to speak and we speak in Spanish, but we need to learn English.
yes, yes.
You,
We
we
can do
need
it.
learn to express ourselves, our thoughts in English because in
Yes,
Spanish we know.
yes. And sometimes if we don't have the words yet to express something in English, we can say it in Spanish, but we put it in English.
Yeah,
In
we need to try.
yes, we need to try. We need to try it. Yes. And if we don't know how to say it, we can uh, say a bit in Spanish and then we put it into English.
Yeah.
So, but it's this what you have said, Juan, is very, very
We are,
interesting.
we are
And
100% body, we are 100% mind, and we are 100% spirit.
we
To
are all,
resume in English.
yes, to summarize this, yes, because this, this is a false friend, ¿ve? Porque por eso it's very interesting because we can learn a lot trying to say things in English, although
Yes.
we say them for the first time. Because in this case, and for me, it's very useful because when you speak in English and you made a mistake, let's say because you haven't said this before, you give me the opportunity
Mhm.
to know what you need to learn.
Mhm.
So in this case, you say to resume. Why do you use this word? because you take it from Spanish. And this word resume exists in English, but it means it is a false friend because it means something different. No significa resumir. It means to start doing again something that you have stopped doing. Reanudar quiere decir to resume in English. For example,
we can say we make the making the
¿cómo
story
se
short.
dice resumir in English?
They say making the story short, making
Yes, make
they
shorter or to summarize. Huh?
Mhm.
To summarize or
To summarize.
to make it shorter, yes, or a
A, syn-
summary.
a synthesis.
Yes, a synthesis, very good. A summary es un resumen. This is the noun. And to summarize, yes, yes, or you can say yes in a few words, for example. This is another expression of English. But there is I love the way in which Rupert Spira explained this. Every time I pronounce his surname, I have the doubt. I don't know if to say Spira or Spira because he had already explained this that his original name, o sea, the pronunciation is Spira, but that all the English speaking people calls him Spira, and he lives in Britain. O sea, so you will see that many people pronounce the name Spira. So okay. But in the last retreat I attended online of Rupert Spira or Spira, he talked and he explained this, what you have said, in a so beautiful way. And there is a video when he talks about this, because all his retreats are like of structure as Q&A sessions that people ask him questions and he answers. And I think that the question was, who are one of the attendees asked him, well, I know this, that I am not the personal self, I am not my ego, I am the self, but I have a great conflict with this. He says, because he made a kind of the same reflection as you have said. Then I have to live my life. I am in my daily life, and he said, you are not one or the other. When you realize what you are, it is when you experience what you are, you are both. It's like, and he gave a very clear example. He says, it's like when, imagine that you are an actor. An actor plays a role, and he says that, well, there is an actor that is John Smith that for many years has played the role of King Lear. And when an actor is playing the role, well, he's the character, but he is still the person. O sea, John Smith is still John Smith when he's playing King Lear. The same happens with us. But at first, it's very difficult. What do we experience when we have our first experiences of being what we really are? Yes, that we find it difficult to come back to the world, or we don't want to be with the world. But because you have this experience that you are much greater than all this that is in the world. But he says, this is a kind of logical reaction, but then that you become not more interested in the world, because you start to discover that what you are looking for is not in the world, is here, is inside you. And you want more of this. But he says, this is like the first step. That's why when you start to be interested in spirituality, let's say, usually there is a time in which you are alone and you want to be alone and you enjoy a lot being alone and you are not interested in being with others because you want to know more about yourself, of this that you have discovered. But then you begin to realize that this that you are is always with you, that is your essence, and this that you are is present in everyone. So your relationship with the world changes. Because when you find or you discover this essence that is God in you, you begin to see it in everything. It's like a process. And so you begin to see life with other eyes.
Once in the time when I was very overwhelmed and some people give me a praise, it's like a affirmation or a praise
Yes.
that say I have a body but I am not the body. I have emotion but I am not the emotion.
Yes.
I have thinking but I am not my thinking. More brighter than the sun, more pure than the snow.
Yes. Brighter than the sun, purer than snow.
Purer
Yeah.
than snow and más sutil. How do you say?
Subtle, more subtler.
More subtler than the ether.
Ether, yes.
Ether is the being. I am that being. That being I am. And
Wow.
I use this prayer many times because when I was over Hermes, I went that in that place, and this take me off of the identification.
Yes. This is I there is a text that is from Thich Nhat Hanh that I read it. Can't remember now the title, but it's like this, that uh, like you said, and I will find it and I will send it to you. It's very, very beautiful. Mhm.
If
Yes,
I am not wrong, that affirmation was from Tibetan, Maestro Tibetan.
yes,
I
yes,
think so. I
yes,
don't.
because and yes, Thich Nhat Hanh was Buddhist, so yes,
Yeah,
they are
the
all
same source.
yes, line. Okay, my friends. Well, today it has been a different class, but it was very beautiful. And we are not going to go on talking about family vocabulary, and we will leave it for the next class. But to finish, I have a very short meditation that is from Mooji, and it talks about this. So you know that nothing is casual in this life. The meditation is called, um, first I will show you the transcription. It's called the true yoga of life. And why is it called like this? What is yoga? What does yoga mean? The word yoga. It means
Union.
union, union with God. So, and let's let's start. Nuhu, do you want to read?
Okay, our perfume is peace and joy, wisdom, silence, and love. We cannot even study or develop this. You are only discovering, recognizing.
Okay, stop there. What is he trying to say here? Hmm? He says our perfume is like our essence, is peace, joy, wisdom, silence, and love. We cannot even study or develop this. You are only discovering and recognizing. So, you already are all this. You don't have to create or to become or to develop. You just have to recognize, to discover what you are. Okay, go on.
I,
Yes,
all this is ever present in you, masked
momentarily, yes.
momentarily by the fascination of personhood.
Okay, you know that he's very poetic, but he says, all this is ever present in you. What does it mean? That,
Is always there.
yes, it has always been there and it will always be. It is not something that you have to take from the outside, it's what you are. Mask momentarily, momentarily by the fascination of personhood, but the illusion of personhood. It means that, they are masked, it means that something is
Covered.
covered. Yes. And fascination, what you are fascinated by something. What happens? You are like not seeing what it
An
really
illusion.
is. Yes, it's an illusion. That we can say. And what is personhood? Our personal identity, la personalidad. O sea, lo que no somos. And he says, Vivi, do you want to go on?
To not be entangled.
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 Entangled. Yes.
Do not be entangled in small personal troubles.
Travels. What is to be entangled?
Involucrado.
Enredarse, ¿viste?
Enredar.
Yes, you can get entangled in a rope. En una soga, ¿vieron cuando you can get entangled? Yes. So, he says, no te enriedes con esos problemas personales. All
Ah.
that, the voice of your head that talks to you. Go on.
For thousands of years, we have slowed ourselves down with such mundane things. Imagine them to be life threatening,
Threatening. Yes. Threatening.
exactly within our
Exaggerated
consciousness.
Exaggerating.
within our consciousness. So,
Mhm.
why he says for thousands of years we have slowed ourselves? Because we have believed that we are all these mundane things. And we have feel threatened by them. Nos sentimos amenazados. Something that is threatening es algo que a threat es una amenaza.
And have slowed, what does mean?
Slow ourselves down es como que nos sentimos, nos disminuimos, nos sentimos menos porque nos creemos que somos esas cosas mundanas, que somos esto, nada más. And we feel threatened, o sea, nos sentimos amenazados. And why he says exaggerated? Because we make a big problem of all this. O sea, nos creemos que somos esto, entonces por eso pensamos que tenemos un montón de problemas y que la vida es terrible. But he says, you are the light of consciousness. It never goes out. Because if we believe that we are mortals, that we will die, that we have a lot of problems when we realize that we are the light of consciousness, that we will never die. So he says, begin to appreciate yourself. Honor this. You are the eternal one. So honor this. Fall fully in love with it. Become inseparable. And he says, to value or venerate truth is to value yourself, which will break this spell of separation. What is a spell? To break the spell. You know what is a spell? Un hechizo.
Sí.
¿Eh? Entonces, él dice que when you experience your true self, this experience breaks the spell. Es como que cuando uno puede reconocer quién es en realidad, se rompe este hechizo de la separación. This illusion that we are separate. Because what we experience, why is so beautiful to experience what we experience in meditation? Because we feel not separate. We feel that we are one with the whole, with the universe. Entonces, por eso se rompe este hechizo de la separación, because the separation is an illusion, it's not what we are. So, if you feel these words are speaking to you, don't let go of them. Not word for word, but the essence of it. ¿Qué nos quiere decir? Que todo esto que le está diciendo no lo tomemos palabra por palabra, como que queramos entender palabra por palabra qué quiere decir. Let's go to the essence of it. O sea, que vayamos a lo que esto nos hace sentir, lo que nos hace experimentar, no a cada palabra. So may each of one feel and fulfilled in the Holy Spirit. Esto, vieron que veníamos hablando de fullness and emptiness
Sí.
y de what is to be fulfilled. Si llegamos,
Completud, que decíamos que era
exacto,
completud.
cuando podemos experimentar esto, ¿y qué es Holy Spirit? El Espíritu Santo es the grace of God. Is the presence of God within us. Es una de las formas de Dios. Formas, digamos. Y cuando experimentamos eso, que estamos llenos y completos, como realizados, nos sentimos plenos en eso que es que the Holy Spirit. Okay, my friends. So, just to finish the meditation, lasts only 5 minutes. We can listen to it to finish. Maybe it's difficult sometimes for us to experience this, but we have to give it a try and practice. Just to focus on our heart and leave aside the thoughts just for a moment.
Our nature is freedom. Our perfume is peace and joy, wisdom, silence, and love. We cannot even study or develop these. You're only discovering, recognizing that all this is ever present in you, masked momentarily by the fascination of personhood. Do not be entangled in small personal troubles. For thousands of years, we have slowed ourselves down with such mundane things, imagining them to be life-threatening, exaggerated within our own consciousness. Collectively, they created the great suffering. And yet, the sun continues to shine each day. The wind blows, the clouds move, the rivers flow. Life is dancing happily. You are the light of consciousness. It never goes out. Nobody put it there. Begin to appreciate yourself. You are the eternal one. So honor this. Fall fully in love with it. Become inseparable. To value or venerate truth is to value yourself. Which will break this spell of separation. If you feel these words are speaking to you, don't let go of them. Not word for word, but the essence of it. So may each one be filled and fulfilled in the Holy Spirit.
Well, my friends, this is the best state to be in silence. We resisted so much, but there is nothing is better than silence. What we feel. So, well, thank you. And
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Vivi.
remember to
Bye.
be in silence.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
See you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.